13th of May 1934. We cannot create beyond ourselves. We would have to be gods to do that. You see, this confusion comes from the fact that Nietzsche identifies in his language with the creative process. The right perspective in which to see it is that the creative process in you is not your own doing. It simply takes you and uses you. It is a different will from your own. Then you understand that it is something else, something beyond yourself that is creative. It is necessarily beyond yourself, because the creative forces were before and after the act of creation. They were when you were not, when you were unconscious, and what you produce is necessarily beyond yourself because those forces are beyond yourself. You cannot rule them. They create what they choose. Of course, you can identify with it more or less, but that is really childish. Then you are like a naughty boy who, in spite of your warnings not to climb into the chair, insists upon doing so and of course falls down. You say, "Now you see." And he says, "But I wanted to." It is an illusion when one identifies with these processes. So creating something beyond yourselves is only a formulation which comes from the idea that we are creating. We are not creating. We are only instrumental in the creative process. It creates in us, through us. So when you consider that whole problem, from whatever side you look at it, you come to the conclusion that it is perfectly understandable that those things are bad. And it is also quite understandable that people cannot avoid living them, doing them, and at the same time nobody can avoid cursing the people who do them. Therefore, whatever happens must happen. It is inevitable. That is the comedy of life. We know it is a comedy. We know it is illogical, but that is life, and you have to live that if you want to live at all. Life is in the middle of all that comedy, for it is essentially a comedy.